What is up, everybody? It is me, DevilNeverCry, and we are back yet again on another random Tuesday where Capcom decides to drop another bombshell, this time in the form of another Resident Evil 3 Remake trailer. As always, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with all of the content on the channel, but getting back to today's video, I kind of want to go over this trailer, give my initial thoughts on it, and see what's what, really. It's taken me a little longer than usual to get this up because OBS has been an absolute goddamn pain. With displays not working and inputs and all that jazz, but we're finally here after a laborious task. But yeah, let's take a look here and see what's what. I believe that the title of this trailer is Nemesis, so I'm hoping we see the big old bad boy himself. I guess this is the start of the game, and we see some gameplay of him in the actual city, which is cool. We got the Wedge Man, Carlos himself. I'm saving you. Master of Unlocking don't need no saving. Nemesis looks absolutely lethal, genuinely. People thought he looked goofy, but I mean, he kind of does, but he looks very sus.
The city is completely cut
Good old subway.
isolated.
People in the train cars wondering what the hell's going on.
My men cannot do this alone.
The town's crawling with those freaks.
Carlos gameplay, shotgun, hunters. Wow, there was some unreliable. There was some discourse as to whether or not the hunters would return, but Jill. And here he is with the flamethrower. That was an interesting transition. He finna pop up wherever, whenever. That's gonna be interesting because you're never gonna be safe. And you finish it off with the classic stars line. Anything else? I figured. Jeez Louise. I don't think a car's gonna stop him, and I was right, because he's just getting back up like nothing's gonna happen. There you have it, 3rd of April, as my phone goes off in a classic DNC video here. Also includes the online game. Yeah, we know about Resident Evil Resistance, as it's now known, not Project Resistance, and the classic costume pack. That was an interesting trailer. There was a section right here. Right, where was it? He looks pretty insane. I mean, people were going off about the nose and how he looks a bit weird with his piano key teeth, which still look very piano key-ish, but I think they pulled off the menacing look quite well, especially here at the start when he's just a absolute hulking beast. He hit it with a tentacle. Everybody loves the hentai tentacles for some reason. Where was the bit with Carlos where he was actually? You saw some gameplay of him. Must have been somewhere in the trailer. There we go. So that says operating. So I'd imagine that's in the hospital section of the game. Which is interesting. We're going to be fighting zombies, obviously, to say the least. And then it cuts to Jill here with a shotgun. Again, somewhere on the streets of Raccoon City. Probably the people that know the game better than I do, the original, probably know somewhere where this is, vaguely. But that is an insane spread on that shotgun. Jeez Louise. Like, look at that. It looks like it's hitting everything but the actual zombie itself. And then we've got the hunters. So I wonder how they're going to do this, because for those of you that played Resident Evil 2 Remake, you know, despite the fact that it's you know, third person over the shoulder sort of shooter, the game's not all that fast paced, you know? Like you sprint, but you're not really sprinting, if you get what I mean. And I know obviously hunters have been around for a while, ever since, you know, even the game was in with tank controls in the first one. And I remember just essentially running to one end of the corridor and just praying I put enough bullets in it to kill it. I don't know how it's going to work in this game. Obviously more action oriented. You got Carlos here with an assault rifle, and we've got the dodge as well. So I'd imagine these guys still have their crazy maneuverability, which they've always had, the ability to chase you down. Look at the size of this fucking thing's hand. Jesus Christ. But yeah, it remains to be seen how things are going to play out in terms of fast-paced enemies. I mean, he seems to just be walking And then there's obviously the bit where they get separated, and he's just like, what the fuck are you doing? You got big old Nem here. Maybe, considering the fact that choices are no longer a thing in this game, or well, they're said to be more organic, maybe this is a section where you can choose to actually stay with Carlos instead of, you know, James Bonding your way underneath the shutter right at the last minute to face him. Which, yeah, I mean, and then we've got big old Nem here with a flamethrower. Here's with the absolute insane gas canister. And then it cuts to this really interesting transition here. Like, this has to be a cutscene to gameplay transition, because that is absolutely fucking seamless as I go back and forth. This dude's smiling like an absolute villain. But I'm liking what I'm seeing. I really am. Especially someone who's got very limited experience with the original release of this. And then again, the whole aspect of nowhere is safe. You're out here just going through some I'd say construction. This is a construction site. And then this dude just ends up tentacling his way like Spider-Man, just up to the same level. And it looks crazy because a lot of people were kind of annoyed at the fact that all this piping here, you know, initially it used to be like some sort of organic, disgusting sort of God knows what. And then now it seems to be more mechanical. It looks like he's got some sort of engine just embedded into his chest, and some synthetic piping here. And people are just like, oh no, it's not the same. He still looks like Nemesis. He still looks like a fucking. But then I don't know. I really don't know. The teeth just put me off. He still looks slightly goofy from certain angles, but then other times he looks pretty wild. Like, he looks genuinely scary. And then again, he continues to follow you. Though this isn't I don't think this is the clock tower. All I know is that there's a clock tower. That's where that still came from. I've only just realised. The press asset, I think. Look at this dude. Look at this beady eye. You know? I don't know. It remains to be seen. It's only a couple months left, and the stars, as you'd say, pretty goddamn menacing. I'm not gonna lie. Hearing that wherever you are is it's going to be nightmare-inducing for some people. I do want to see more gameplay of Nemesis, just like moment to moment. I want to see if he's actually as fast as he was in the original game, if he can still close you down almost immediately. And we know he's still got the rocket launcher because I ended up seeing an image, or somebody's thumbnail for this where he was holding the rocket launcher. Has he got a hood on? That's weird. Maybe, I don't know. That's very strange. Is that the same Nemesis? So if we look here, Jill ends up going full Rambo and putting a goddamn car through him. He seems to be wearing a hood. No idea what this could mean, why he's wearing a hood, or where this takes place in this timeline. Going back to the start, actually, was he wearing a hood when he came and picked you up by your head? He was wearing a hood. Interesting. But then surely doesn't Jill just jump out of... Doesn't she jump out of her apartment? Let me scoot on over to where you're facing Nemesis in the street, if I can find that clip. See if he's wearing his hood there. Trying to piece together a timeline here, people. Despite the timeline already being fairly consistent, because this game is old as shit. Yes, we get it, menacing piano key face man. Yes, it's the UBCS, I know that. Take me to Nemesis. There's one small clip where she's fighting him in the street. If I can't find it, I might have to give up here, people. You guys already know my initial thoughts, though. Thoughts and reactions. This looks hype. I am thoroughly excited for this. So you can expect this on the channel. Oh, come on. Don't do me like this, game. Right, well, I wasn't able to find it, but we got hooded Nemesis. We got Nemesis the absolute hooligan. Jill in her left-hand drive vehicle. Because everybody's driving on the wrong side of the road. Oh, there we go, yeah. So he's still wearing that hood. Still wearing that hood. There you have it. Those are my initial thoughts on it. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of Resident Evil 3 Remake. Are you hyped? What do you think about Nemesis and his piano key teeth and his crooked nose? If you enjoyed today's video, of course, do leave a like, and with that out of the way, people, it has been me, DevilNeverCry. I would like to thank all of you for watching, and as always, I'll see you all next video.